If you're feeling tired and dehydrated when you get up in the morning, if you're feeling down or lack of energy, if you need to work, or maybe you need to study, but you lack of concentration, you lack of motivation, or maybe you need to lose weight, but you don't have the mood, you don't have the energy to exercise daily. For most people who do daily battle with this problem, the main cause of these conditions are all too familiar: an unhealthy diet, a sedentary lifestyle, and perhaps some unlucky genes. However, the latest health studies have demonstrated that 80% of these conditions are related to our intestinal bacteria. And when things go wrong in our guts, they can also go wrong in our brains, hormones, and moods. The good news is that getting your energy back in good shape could be simpler than you think. Start by watching this video and find out how to cleanse and detoxify your body today. We all want to have more energy to enjoy an active life with family and friends. We all want to have more vitality to practice our favorite sports. We all want to have more freedom to enjoy our hobbies. Well, the first and most important step is to improve our intestinal bacteria, which is also known as gut flora. Bacteria overgrowth is the root cause of lack of energy and most of our health problems, both physically and mentally. To prevent bacteria overgrowth, we need to develop a daily practice of good hydration, good nutrition, daily exercise, internal hygiene, and relaxation. These are the 5 pillars of health that will determine the number and the type of bacteria we have in our guts. The fact is that intestinal bacteria affects how we feel, how flat our bellies are, and how much energy we have during the day. This will determine our vitality to be able to work effectively, to study with concentration, and to have muscular endurance to exercise and practice sports. It's important to understand that maintaining optimal gut flora may be one of the most important steps that we can take to improve our health. Let's review some of the recent facts. Inside our bodies, there's a universe of cells, funguses, viruses, and bacteria. And after age 30, based on what we eat, what we drink, what we touch, and how we breathe, the number of bacteria inside our bodies are estimated to be more than 10 times the number of our cells. A healthy person should have between 3 to 5 pounds of intestinal bacteria. Starting in the mouth, nose, and skin, bacteria travels through our body, making our stomach and intestines their home. More than 500 types of bacteria live in our intestines. Now, the good news is that most of them are good bacteria. The bad news is that too much of intestinal bacteria can produce toxins that irritate and damage the lining of our intestines. Intestinal bacteria help us to keep our immune system healthy. This flora of the gut performs important functions, helping to properly digest vitamins such as vitamin K, B, which are essential for preventing anemia and reducing the risk of a stroke. Good flora also help us to protect the small intestine from dangerous bacteria, which are developed in the large intestine. So, a lean, strong, and healthy body is a good indication that intestinal bacteria is in good balance, which is very important for preventing illnesses and eliminating harmful bacteria from our bodies. However, sometimes the normal function of the intestine is affected, causing bacteria overgrowth from lack of physical activity, alcohol, or eating a daily diet of processed food or junk food. All of this leads to irritation and infections of the small intestine. The colon is not as clean as the small intestine, and reflux or backflows of the stool into the small intestine can colonize it with harmful bacteria like Salmonella, cholera, and E. coli. These bad bacteria cause infections, diseases, blood poisoning, kidney failures, and ulcers in our gut. Be aware that any problem in our gut affects directly our brain, leading to issues like anxiety, depression, lack of concentration, and sleep disorders. Mistakenly, most people add stress to their bodies, eating the wrong foods or doing the wrong exercises, which promotes increase of free radical activity, damage to tissue, and injuries related to physical overexertion. As a result of physical overexertion and bacteria overgrowth, the end result could be serious damage to our internal organs and also premature aging of our bodies. Now, to prevent these conditions, it's important to hydrate our bodies and to do light physical activity before eating our main meals. Prevention is always better than cure. Recent studies show that 80 to 90% of all diseases are preventable if we develop and sustain a healthy lifestyle. This means that we have a great deal of control over our health and vitality. So there is no excuse for smoking, drinking alcohol, being lazy, eating junk food, or not getting sufficient exercise. By eliminating these bad habits, we can keep our internal organs in good shape and our intestinal bacteria in good balance. And as a result, in few days we can feel so much better, we can feel so much healthier, more energetic, cleansed, and revitalized.